Every time I hear your voice, my world fades into a beautiful haze. Your voice is the melody my heart plays on repeat, pulling me into a dream I never want to wake from. The moment you speak, everything else seems so distant, like I'm floating just beyond reach. Your words are a soft echo in my mind, and I can't help but drift away with them. I find myself lost in the rhythm of your voice, wishing it could be my only reality. When you speak, I feel like I'm suspended in time, drifting into a place where only you exist. I long for the sound of your voice. It's the anchor that keeps me from floating away. Your voice wraps around me like a blanket, pulling me into a world where nothing else matters. The moment your voice touches my ears, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud, lost in you. Each word from you is like a spark, igniting a fire of daydreams I can't escape. I wish I could bottle the sound of your voice and keep it with me forever. Your voice is the only thing that keeps me grounded when everything else is spinning. In the silence, it's your voice I crave, a sweet escape from everything real. Just hearing your voice makes me feel like I'm in another world, far from the mundane. Your words take me to places only dreams can reach, leaving me floating in bliss. I could listen to your voice all day and still never get enough of its magic. Every time your voice fills the air, I'm taken somewhere I never want to leave. If only your voice could hold me forever, I'd never let go of this daydream. I feel like I'm weightless when you speak, floating in a dream where only you exist. Your voice is like a dream I never want to wake up from. Every time you speak, I feel like I'm drifting away to a better place. The sound of your voice is all it takes to send me into a world where only we matter. With each word you say, I'm drawn deeper into a world where only your voice exists. Your voice makes reality blur and daydreams become all that I can see. When you speak, everything else disappears, and I'm left adrift in your words. I could spend hours lost in the sound of your voice, feeling as if I'm in a dream. Your voice is the one thing that makes the world stop spinning, leaving me suspended in time. With each word you say, I feel like I'm floating closer to the stars, lost in your gaze. I'm pulled into your words like a moth to a flame, unable to resist the allure of your voice. When I hear you speak, it's as though I've been transported to a dreamscape where nothing else matters. Every time you say my name, I feel like I'm falling into a daydream from which I never want to wake. The sound of your voice is the soundtrack to my dreams, the melody that keeps me floating. It's amazing how your voice can make me feel like I'm floating in a sea of endless possibilities. Just one word from you, and I'm lost in the dream of us, floating above it all. You have this power over me with your voice, taking me into a place where only we exist. I could listen to your voice forever, caught in the daydream of our connection. Your voice carries me to a place beyond time and space, where only you and I exist. Every time I hear you speak, I feel like I'm drifting into the perfect daydream. Your voice has the power to take me away, to make me forget the world and just be with you. With each word, I feel myself floating farther from reality and closer to your world. The moment you speak, I'm caught in the spell of your voice, floating in a dream that feels so real. I could get lost in the sound of your voice, like a gentle breeze carrying me away. Your voice is like a soft current pulling me into a world where only you exist. When you speak, time stops, and I'm suspended in a dream where you're all that matters. Just the sound of your voice is enough to carry me into a dream I don't want to end. I find myself floating away every time your voice fills the space between us. Your voice is the lifeline that keeps me tethered to this dream, never wanting to wake. The moment you speak, the world around me fades, and I'm left with nothing but you. Every word you say pulls me deeper into the world you've created with your voice. When you speak, it feels like I'm weightless, floating away into a dream of us. I could get lost in your voice for hours, lost in the daydreams it inspires. With every word, you take me away from the chaos into a place where only peace exists. Your voice is the melody I never want to stop hearing, carrying me into a world of dreams. Every time you speak, I feel like I'm slipping away into a dream that only you can create. Your voice is the escape I didn't know I needed, pulling me into a world of quiet bliss. The sound of your voice is enough to keep me grounded in this dream, never wanting it to end. Each time I hear you speak, I drift further away from the real world, lost in the beauty of your words. When you speak, it's like a gentle breeze carrying me into a world where only you and I exist. Your voice is my favorite escape, pulling me away from everything else, leaving only you. Every time you talk, it's like I'm floating on air, lost in the beauty of your words. The sound of your voice lingers in my mind, carrying me to places where dreams come alive. Your voice makes everything else fade away, and all that's left is the dream of you and me. I could stay suspended in the sound of your voice forever, drifting away on its waves. Just hearing your voice is enough to make me feel weightless, lost in a sea of dreams. Your voice takes me to a place beyond reality, a dream where we are the only two. Every time you speak, it feels like the world stops, and all I hear is the echo of you. Your words pull me into a place where time stands still, and it's just us floating away together. The sound of your voice has the power to lift me into a world where nothing else matters. When you speak, the world fades away, leaving only the beauty of your voice in my ears. Your voice is the key to my dreams, unlocking a world where we can float together forever. I feel weightless every time you speak, as if your voice is the only thing keeping me grounded. With each word, I feel myself drifting deeper into a dream of us, where nothing else can touch us. Your voice is like a gentle lullaby, lulling me into a daydream I never want to leave. The moment you speak, my reality disappears, and I'm left floating in the dream of your words. Your voice is my anchor, keeping me tethered to a dream where we are the center of everything. Every time you speak, it's like I'm drifting further into the depths of a beautiful daydream. I'm lost in the sound of your voice, caught in a dream where only we exist. Your voice wraps around me like a warm embrace, pulling me into a world where only we matter. When you speak, it's like everything else vanishes, and I'm left floating in your voice alone. The sound of your voice carries me away, like a sweet escape to a world of endless possibility. Your voice is the magic that pulls me from the mundane into a world where only dreams live. Every word from you feels like a whisper of a dream, pulling me into a place of pure bliss. With each syllable, I feel myself floating farther into the dream we've created together. Your voice is like a gentle breeze, carrying me into a world where I never want to leave. When you speak, I can't help but float away, lost in the beauty of your words and the feeling they bring. Your voice is the sweetest escape, pulling me from reality into a daydream of endless possibilities. I'm floating in the sound of your voice, lost in the daydream of what we could be. Just hearing you speak makes me feel like I'm drifting away into a world where only we exist. The moment you say my name, I feel like I'm swept away into a dream that feels so real. Your voice is the bridge that connects me to a world of daydreams where everything is possible. I could listen to your voice for hours, lost in a daydream where time stands still. When you speak, I float away on the wings of your words, carried into a world that's just ours. Your voice is the light that guides me through a dreamscape where we're the only ones that matter. Every time you speak, it's like I'm transported to a place where only love and dreams exist. Your voice is my escape from the world, pulling me into a dream I never want to end. I could spend a lifetime floating on the sound of your voice, never needing anything more. When you speak, I feel like I'm drifting away into a dream where you are the only thing I need. Your voice is the invitation to a world where we can float away together, never coming back. Every time you say something, I feel like I'm slipping deeper into a dream of us. Your voice is the magic that lifts me from the ordinary into a world of endless dreams. When you speak, it's as if the world disappears and all that's left is the sound of you. The sound of your voice is the melody of my daydreams, guiding me to a place where only you exist. Each word you speak carries me away, deeper into a daydream where I can't help but float. I get lost in the rhythm of your voice, floating through a world where only we matter. Every time you speak, I'm swept away into a dream where I never want to wake up. Your voice is the gentle current that pulls me into a world where I am weightless, free. When you speak, it feels like I'm floating in a dream where only you and I exist. Your voice is like a lullaby, carrying me into a world where everything is perfect and it's just us. With every word you say, I feel myself floating further into a dream of us, where reality doesn't exist. The moment you speak, it feels like I'm drifting into a world of dreams where only you and I exist.